Robert Spillane. If I had to throw somebody out there that I could just say, not just energy, I think just the body of work, body language, the temperament, the talk, probably a little bit more vocal, which is needed. Now, obviously, he's a captain, so, you never try to replace a player as far as what they do and how they act and their mannerisms, but I think Robert Spillane's done a good job for us.
Tony, yesterday, NCAA announced a punishment for Arizona State. Is that something that you had any sort of statement about or comment about?
No comment. I'm employed by the Raiders.
Coach, this is the second time you guys have a chance to stack 2 wins in a row. What are you hoping that the team learned from that loss to Carolina that you guys can change this time around?
Yeah, obviously, we can't come out flat. Got to have energy. We got to have poise. Playing on the road, so, you're going to have to deal with that with the crowd. I think it's important that we get off to a fast start. And again, you got to protect the football, penalties, things of that nature. But we've talked about that at length this week. It's things that we need to do better as we come off wins. And it's about being consistent. It's not, again, we're talking about the highs and the lows, but just being that team that showed up this past Sunday, again, this Sunday.
One of the things you talked about in training camp was the depth at linebacker. I guess that's been tested a little bit here once again this week, too, with Luke. Do you expect to see more of Tommy Eichenberg, and what has he shown you guys?
Yeah, I think the last 2 weeks, I believe Tommy's got a lot more reps there, along with Bernie as well. Both gentlemen, with Luke being out, and he'll be out for this game, Tommy will start. And I think Tommy's come along. He got off to a great start in OTAs and then, training camp, and then we had a little, hiccup there with the injury, but he's bounced back really strong, and we feel really good. He's a good complement to Robert Spillane. He's really good for our defense. Smart kid. He's hard-nosed, so, we'll go out there. He'll make some rookie mistakes, but he does play 100 miles per hour.
That being said, would you consider that kind of like linebacker spot more of a by committee with him, Bernie, and Gaynor, or you trying to have somebody just kind of man up and take the spot for this game?
Well, I think it's situational. I think that'll change if you kind of followed last week's game. Situational football will show up with those other 2 linebackers. But I don't see Spill ever coming out. Hopefully that never happens. But with different packages, different situations, you'll see different personnel groupings.
How's Dylan Parham coming along?
It's good. We'll go out there and give it a shot today and see how it looks, and we'll go from there.
Zabir showed up on the injury report on Wednesday. Where does he stand right now as we head to Sunday?
Yeah, more than likely he's doubtful.
Antonio, I don't know if teams, after Brock had that big game, if teams maybe sort of defending him a little bit differently or focusing him on a little bit differently. What's the key to maybe getting him back on track so that he's more involved?
Yeah, the first play of the game last week, he did. Obviously didn't go our way. We dropped the ball on that one. But I think just finding different ways to get him the ball, moving around. I think you've seen that with us now at fullback, tight end, the F position. Maybe split out there, wide receiver. Just moving him around. He's a weapon, right? He's a tight end, but he's a weapon. And wherever we can to get him the ball and create the matchups we want, that's better for us.
Max Crosby he was working off to the side yesterday. Do you think he might be able to practice today, or just
he'll be limited today?
That's good. I know we had asked about Devontae the other day, and how you want to talk about it. Do you hope the situation is resolved quickly?
That's handled on the 3rd floor. I'm focused on Denver Broncos. Get my team ready, prepared to play. We're excited about that. We're ready for it, right? So everything else will handle itself. I'll handle the grass. Telesco will handle everything else.
I know you got, Coach Marvin Lewis obviously with you too, but do you stay in touch with Tom Coughlin throughout the season too, just to pick his brain? And
yeah, that's my alarm clock at 4:30 every morning. He still hasn't remembered that we're on West Coast time. So, no, it's Tom Coughlin's obviously heavily involved in things with me throughout the week, and we talk about it. In any situation that comes up, I can bounce things off of him. He's a resource.
Good.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Just curious what Tom would tell him about all this stuff.
Sure.